Hi, I'm Kate. Welcome to Blooms in the Yard. This is my fall color video. So over the last 2 weeks, I have been trying to catch things when they look great. Not everything is peak at the same time. So I've just been trying to catch things as they are in their prime. Some things haven't started changing color yet, like my Alice oak leaf hydrangea in the back. It usually changes pretty late, like Thanksgiving or later, and by then everything else is kind of zapped in the garden. So that hasn't changed yet. My Japanese maples have not changed yet, and we did get down to 20 degrees and a couple of them look a little bit crispy, so we'll have to see on those. I may still do another tour if those change nicely. I mean, a couple of them have some good color on them, but some of them haven't changed at all yet. I was looking through my photos from last year of my Japanese maples, and they look like they turn colors a little bit later, so they may still turn and look great for me. Now, if you haven't grown Japanese maples, you might not know that they actually have really good color in the spring as well. So even if I miss out on their fall color, I still have something to look forward to in the spring with those. So they may still be coming, and if they do, I will definitely include those in a video. In my back garden, the main thing that has looked really great these last few weeks is all of the yellow foliage on my redbuds. Those are going to be completely done by the time the Japanese maples come, which I didn't remember that from past years, but maybe now that I'm kind of documenting things better with these videos, I'll remember better how everything works out. And of course the weather does affect it, so there may be different times when things will line up more, but it looks like my redbuds are pretty much going to be done by the time my Japanese maples start every year. You can just pretend that we don't see ugly neighbor's house. They're working on it. They're getting there. They're doing it themselves, so it's kind of a slow process. So the Japanese maple's just starting to turn. You can see those red tips at the bottom. And then this oak leaf hydrangea is just starting to turn as well. And then of course the redbud's really pretty right now. I'm really excited about this area because the oak tree's having some decent color, yellow but a little bit of orange in there, and then this blue spruce. As those both grow up and fill in, I think they're going to be really nice together. turquoise flamingo in the background, but we can just picture that being covered up by this blue spruce and this Kindred Spirit oak. I think you can see the beautiful colors that I'm gonna have going on here in the future. The orange with the oak, and then the blue, and then the green, the boxwood darker green there. And then here we have the red in the autumn joycetum. So I really am trying to get these autumn colors going, the fall interest. So I'm just going to do a quick overview of what's looking good color-wise with fall color right now. So we have the golden oregano, the blue star juniper looking great. Here is this red, some sort of red firecracker sedum. And then we have this magnolia, has some nice sort of gold and red color to it. That's a stellar star magnolia. Also, some nice interest on our buds there. Then we have the boxwood looks great. The Kindred Spirit oak is a little more orange than my redbuds, which are adding lots of yellow and gold everywhere. This is a gold mop cypress. And then we have autumn joycetum. The blue point juniper looks nice. My red maple up there is Inaba Shidari. And then the redbud, it's actually 2 redbud trees there and several trunks. This tree is what is it? Crabapple. It's a crabapple. I'm not sure which kind. I got it from the Arbor Day Foundation. Some interesting color going on with this sweet summer hydrangea, and this viburnum, which is sort of this tree form here, is sometimes it has good color and sometimes it doesn't. I think it might be getting a little dried out right now. Amazing color on, of course, that burning bush, and then the borrowed view from that maple behind it. And then over here, the nice blue foliage on the lamb's ear and my arborvitae. Closer to us in the mailbox garden, we have the purple smoke bush. That's a Winecraft black, the sunshine ligustrum, and then my new maple, the Armstrong Gold maple. This is the Armstrong Gold maple. I got it because I wanted a columnar tree here. We took out a huge cottonwood and I wanted to be able to keep some sun plants in this area. So I wanted a tree that was not going to get huge, and also like a big maple, I was afraid the roots would also prevent me from growing things here. So this is my first time seeing the fall color. I was hoping it would lean a little more towards the orange since I do have so much yellow, but it's not super impressive right now, but hopefully in future years it will be a little less crispy looking. And then this nice green back there is the sea green juniper. There's lots of stuff in this view I'd love to not have, like the neighbor's van and the utility box, but this is just the reality of where we live. And when you're here in real life, maybe I just edit those things out in my brain, but they're not as noticeable. And then when I watch the video, I'm like, oh, that's so noticeable. So, but in real life, it really doesn't bother me as much. That tree back by the neighbor's house, there is another magnolia that blooms pink. Oh, and then here's kind of a fun, this is a green ground cover sedum, but in the winter it turns red. So this is all the same sedum here, this and this, but for whatever reason, this little section is turning a little bit early. think there was some more red over here. Isn't that pretty? Let's take a look at this viburnum and see what we think. It's like a couple of bits that are wanting to turn in here. So we'll see. Maybe later in the season this will start to look pretty, but then there's some sections that look like they're maybe just done. I'll probably get a lot of kickback on showing this burning bush, but there is a reason why people like it so much, because it's really stunning for the few weeks that it looks nice in the fall. And it's really not, I mean, people around here do complain about it being invasive, and yes, if I'm in the woods I might see one or two of these around, but it's nothing like the invasive honeysuckle, which literally has taken over the world in our area. We have woods behind our house. I've never seen one of these back there. So like, yes, it's invasive, but it's not, like I said, it's nothing like that honeysuckle. So a couple days ago, I don't remember if I did a video or just some photos, but I showed this witch hazel with its yellow leaves. I took some pictures of these buds, and I thought that this bloomed in the spring or like very late winter. Yeah, I guess it blooms in the fall. I know that, I think they can do it at different times, but anyway, mine is blooming right now, which is kind of interesting. This tree was yellow a couple days ago. It might not be long for this world, which I kind of knew might be coming, but I was hoping to like save the kind of gnarly trunk and have my climbing hydrangea on it. But now the whole tree is going to be taken out for the storm drain. So it kind of is what it is. I'm still waiting on my Japanese maples. This one here, this green one, turns orange, like a bright yellowish orange. And of course this bloodgood will turn red. This is my coral bark Japanese maple. It turns yellow with red stems. I do have to admit that the yellow doesn't stand out all that much because I have so much other yellow in the garden. But our waterfall's running this morning pretty well. With the sun getting lower in the sky and my back garden being on the south side, the sun really seems to shine through all of that golden foliage on the redbuds, and it's just gorgeous. It seems to make the whole garden glow. The Annabelle hydrangea blooms also shine all through the garden. Here's some interesting fall foliage. This is the drinking gourd Hosta. Usually I don't get super excited about color on hostas for fall, but this is really, really bold and standing out over here. The other yellow is the spirit, something spirit hydrangea. Oh, something spirit hydrangea. The pink blooms on the smooth hydrangea. Oh, that bunny just scared me. Okay, focusing. Here's a nice area of foliage with the heuchera, brunnera, hydrangea. This is the Skeeter's broom Japanese maple. Still coming, but starting to turn. This is the view from my kitchen window, and in fact, having all of these bright yellow redbud leaves out all of my south-facing windows means that I have this yellow glow outside of my living room window, my breakfast area, and even my bedroom. Some things that might look really on purpose are usually just a happy accident. So I think if you just focus on getting plants that have fall color, you don't have to worry too much about like putting a red one here and an orange one there and this and that. I think if you just try to get things that have interesting fall foliage, then you'll kind of have some happy accidents too and see that it just kind of works out. I do think that evergreen interest is important for the fall as well. In a couple of these places, the evergreen that's off the orange and golds and reds. So I would suggest trying to include a little bit of that as well. I really do enjoy all seasons in the garden, and even though things are starting to die back, I think there's a lot of beauty still to be found. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video.